Can you see that? That's Brazil. We can actually see a new continent. There are still 50 miles to go. Now, there are plenty of tankers by now. Fabio just commented, look, just like us. I didn't get it. He says that's because they are just like us, transporting diesel and food across the Atlantic. Now it is true. Diesel, I suppose we have only been motoring for 30 hours. So that means that we have been using I don't know, 60 liters of diesel. And I still have a full tank up front and all and I think I still have 400 on board. So that's actually true. And then I looked at the food. Now, as far as the food is concerned, I'm afraid that it's true as well. I mean, my holds here are, I must admit, just as full as when we left. I had these 15 kilos of pasta on board. Well, we ate pasta once. Actually, we've been eating very little. I mean, it's not my fault that there's too much food on board. It's because the guys didn't eat anything. Also, this is still completely full. The freezer is still full with the meat. The vegetables are, I mean, I've got some carrots. I've still got oranges. This one is supposed to become a pie that I haven't made either. So basically I've got all my eggs. And also here, have you seen that load of cheese that I still have? Well, that's good, because hard, proper European cheese can't be found. As I said, we haven't eaten anything. I mean, we can go on for, I would say, easily say 3 months like this. With the exception, of course, of the fruit. That is gone, except for the oranges and some apples. It is an odd feeling after so many days at sea to be seeing land, destination. I think that a big part of me would actually just like to continue. Life like this is extremely relaxing, easy, and the days just fly. If you told me that we have been a week on the boat, I would have believed it as well. Yes, sir. We made it. After we finished our ice cream, we were discussing anything that broke. And well, yeah, the constrictor, but that we already knew was used. But nothing else. Everything else until now has been working. I think that's the advantage of the boat being relatively new, but not completely new. When we put it in the water in December 2020, without sails, so they came in the spring of 2021, and we have been sailing it then in the summer of 2021. Then we did repairs and finishing in the winter of 2022. Then we sailed it to the Mediterranean in the summer of 2022. Then past winter, so the winter of 2023, we also did repairs and finishing touches. And it was when we left Rosignano in March 2023 that the boat was really finished. And so the teething problems that a boat has for at least the first 2 seasons, they have been kind of they have been solved, and all the things and all the details that we wanted to do have been made, and we are benefiting from that now. Salvador de Bahia, here we come. We've got 10 miles left. A little bit more than an hour, because finally I've got 1.5 knot of current with me. Around that point and then into Bahia de Todos Santos, the biggest bay of Brazil. The lighthouse we have to round. And this is what happens in the modern world. Here we are, the lighthouse, everything. And Fabio's on the phone with American Express because our youngest son just got his knapsack stolen in Rio de Janeiro with his American Express card. Luckily though, not his passport. So, in view of the lighthouse, credit card has been blocked by Skype. And we can go back to sailing, navigating this last half an hour. I've got a depth of 16 meters. I haven't seen that in a long time. And I have the feeling that we can hear the photo music coming from the beach. So, engine goes on. We are going to take down the spinnaker. And it is 5:10 in the afternoon. Look at, it's time to get the fenders out. We decided we are not going to go for anchor, we are going to go in the marina. So we managed to call Bahia Marina on the VHF channel, and what they tell us, they don't have space for us. Well, that is odd. I mean, we thought getting out of the Mediterranean, that was not going to be a problem anymore. But they don't have the space, so we are going to go for anchor. Advantage of this is that we don't have to put out all the fenders. Disadvantage is, I don't know whether I'm already going to put my feet on land tonight. Not quite sure what that is. But from Google, it looks like villas with private lifts going up and huge swimming pools, and then these motorboat lanceros in front of them. Well, I suppose welcome to Brazil, the country which is probably on the top as far as inequality is concerned. Or if it's not at the top, it must be very close. And I think there I've got a favela. So there we are, 3 pairs of eyes staring at the little boat that just moves slower and slower on the screen as when we look at it, to get us the last mile to the anchorage. So here you see the marina that doesn't have space for us, the anchorage where we're going to go, the breakwater where the city marina is, and the elevator to go to the town center.
Let's see if they can still anchor.
Ah, wow!
Andando indietro un po'?
Sì.
Ma sta girando, l'ancora è là. When you feel the line, you can sense it when it loses.
Welcome to Brazil. So we are ready for the sundowner, but it really doesn't feel like we have achieved anything, and we are euphoric to celebrate it, because as far as sailing conditions and passages is concerned, I don't think we've had anything easier than this. So here it is, guanciale. That's going to be used for the pasta carbonara tonight, Fabio's preferred pasta dish. The night skyline, Salvador de Bahia, with in front of us the famous elevator. And tomorrow around 2 o'clock our son Sergio arrives with a friend flying in from Rio, and tomorrow at 10 o'clock in the evening our nephew arrives flying in from Belo Horizonte. So good morning, and today it's from the water. We were woken up by the rowers, and I'm completely disorientated because I always had the sun on the left side of the boat in the morning over the water, and now I have the sun on the right side of the boat over the sea. And this is a new perspective. For the first time in 17 days, I'm off the boat. I had dreamt of swimming on the equator, as we had done last time, but there were no doldrums there. And when we had the real doldrums, it was quite to the north of the equator. And I don't know, I just kind of thought, well, this cannot be the only thing, so I didn't jump in. When we were there, absolutely flat water, which is probably my biggest regret of the trip. I really don't feel like getting out of the water, because then I have to do all the things that I have to do today. And as long as I stay here, well, I am probably 50 meters away from the boat. And that's the furthest away I've been from my husband. And the last 2.5 weeks, pretty bad. And Luca is trying to make a plot of the data that we exported from the cell server about the trip. Well, looks like also Fabio wants to do the things all by himself. We are ready to do the check-in. There is a dressing rule here. You need to have closed shoes, long trousers, and no t-shirt. So let's hope that this is good enough. And let's hope that it indeed only takes a couple of hours and not 2-3 days.